Hello students, in this class we are going to discuss about very important topic and very interesting critical angle and total internal reflection. Before start this topic, we will recall the previous one. In previous class, we studied about shift through a glass slab. So what is the formula? Shift equal to T of 1 minus 1 by mu. Okay, then we discuss some important points, that is raised or paraxial. Medium of both sides of slab should be same. If it is air, then both sides should be air, or if it is water, then both sides should be water. Okay, so if surrounding medium is not air, then we use a different formula, S equal to T of 1 minus refractive index of surrounding divided by refractive index of slab. Okay, the distance of object from slab doesn't matter, because in this formula we never use the distance, we never use x. Okay, then shift is positive if the direction in the direction of incident ray, shift is negative in opposite direction of incident ray. Correct? Then we solve some numericals. So in this class we will see critical angle and total internal reflection. Consider we have an interface of air and medium. Okay, so I take this is rarer medium and here we have denser medium. We incident a light from denser to rarer. What will happen? Draw a normal. If we incident a light from denser to rarer, then light will move away from the normal. Okay, so light will move away from the normal, and this angle known as incident angle, this angle known as refracted angle. Okay, incident angle, refracted angle. Then again we incident a ray in such a way that we increase the incident angle. Okay, we just make more slide of incident angle. Then what happen? Again it is refracted and the refraction also will be more. Okay, then again we further increase the incident angle. Now what will happen? This ray will graze us the interface. Okay, will graze us the interface. So the refracted ray moves along the interface between denser medium and rarer medium when you further increase the angle. Okay, so what is the angle here? Here it is 90 degree, that is refracted angle, and this is our incident angle. So this incident angle known as critical angle. Okay, so when grazes the grazing emergence, grazing emergence means this is emergent ray which is coming outside. So this emergent ray graze the interface of rarer medium and denser medium when the angle is 90 degree, the refracted angle is 90 degree, or we pass the incident ray in such a way that the refracted ray grazes the interface. So this incident ray also known as, this incident angle known as critical angle. Okay, so why we use denser to rarer medium? What will happen if you pass the light from rarer to denser medium? Just imagine if this is rarer medium, this is denser medium. Okay, this is rarer, this is denser. Now what will happen if we pass the light from rarer medium to denser medium? Then what will happen? Light moves towards the normal, from rarer to denser towards the normal. So instead of moving away from the normal, this light moving like this, okay, towards the normal. In second case, again it moving like this. In third case, again it moving like this. Okay, so it never move away. That's why we use denser medium to rarer medium. So light should pass from denser medium to rarer medium. Then only this condition will happen. Our incident ray our incident angle is equal to critical angle when the light passes in the grazing or in the interface of denser medium and rarer medium. Okay, so what will happen here? This process is known as refraction, right? Bending of light from one medium to another medium. So this is denser medium, and here we have rarer medium. Refraction takes place, but here no refraction takes place. You see here, light moving from denser medium, then again light cannot go towards the rarer medium. Okay, light did not go towards the rarer medium. Instead of it, it moved in the interface. So here refraction stops. We can say here refraction stops. Correct? And also our incident angle, that the next condition, so this is our interface, this is fourth condition. Now I incident the ray in such a way that the incident angle greater than the critical angle. For example, if this angle is 45 degree or 60 degree, I incident the ray in 75 degree, which is our incident angle greater than the critical angle. In this condition, incident angle greater than the critical angle. Now what will happen? So incident the ray in the interface in such a way incident angle is greater than the critical angle. Now what will happen? Instead of light moving in the interface, it will move again to the same medium. Okay, it will move again to the same medium. So what is this process? Just imagine the first topic which we studied from this chapter, reflection. What is reflection? Bouncing back of light to the same medium. So this is denser medium. Our light again comes to the denser medium. So this process is known as reflection. Whenever we studied about reflection, then we can apply two laws. First one is incident ray, reflected ray, normal to the reflecting surface, all lies in the same plane. Then what is second law? Second law of reflection, angle of incidence equal to angle of reflection. Correct? So instead of moving refraction, or instead of embracing the grazing, embracing the interface, it moves again to the same medium. It reflects against the same medium. So this process known as total internal reflection. Total means all the rays. Internal means inside the same medium. Reflection means reflected back. So this process known as total internal reflection. When total internal reflection takes place, when the incident angle is greater than the critical angle. So if we incident the angle more than this angle, then total internal reflection takes place. Okay, so there are totally two conditions for a total internal reflection. First one, rays should pass from denser to, or we can say denser medium to rarer medium. So without this internal reflection, not possible. Okay, rays should pass from denser medium to rarer medium, not rarer from denser. Then second condition, very important, angle of incidence should be greater than critical angle. Okay, so here angle of incidence equal to critical angle, but here angle of incidence should be greater than this step, should be greater than critical angle, then only total internal reflection takes place. Clear? So we have totally 3 steps. In first one, if our angle, incidence angle is less than critical angle, then what will happen? The first 2 conditions, incidence angle less than critical angle, what will happen? It goes refraction. Okay, as usual it goes refraction from one medium to another medium, it bends. When the angle is lesser than the critical angle, okay, lesser than the critical angle, it goes refraction. In second condition, if the angle is equal to critical angle, what will happen? Grazing emergence. Correct? Then third condition, if the incidence angle is greater than critical angle, then TIR takes place. Okay, so we will see some numerical problems. Calculation for critical angle. First we will see calculate the critical angle, and then we will see numerical problems. Calculation of critical angle. So we have an interface. We incident the light in such a way I equal to C. So if I equal to C, then it moves along the interface. Draw a normal. This is our incident angle. This is our refracted angle, which is equal to 90 degree. Okay, so this will be denser medium, and we take this refractive index as mu2, and here we have rarer medium. We can take air, refractive index is mu1. Okay, so apply Snell's law for the respective medium. Here mu2 incident angle, so sin I with refractive index. Here mu1 refracted angle. Okay, so sin R, its refractive index mu1. Correct? So what is the angle of incidence here? See, it is moving along the interface. So we can say angle of incidence equal to critical angle. Then only it moves along the interface. So I can take angle of incidence as critical angle. Okay. Then mu2. Here sin R, what is R? 90 degree. Sin 90. Mu1, refractive index of air 1. Correct? So I can write sin C mu. Here we have only one refractive index. We put value for another refractive index. So we simply take mu to as mu. Then value of sin 91, 1 into 1, 1. Okay. From this formula, sin C equal to 1 by mu. Okay, sin C equal to 1 by mu. So our mu1 should be rarer medium. Then mu2 should be denser medium. Okay, so from this formula we can say rarer medium or small refractive index divided by bigger refractive index. So it have small refractive index, rarer medium, it have bigger refractive index, denser medium. Okay. From this formula we can say sin C is refractive index of rarer medium, that is 1. So refractive index of rarer medium divided by refractive index of denser medium, we don't know, refractive index of denser. Okay, we can also use this. Clear? So if the refractive index of denser medium should be greater than 1, correct? Because here we use rarer medium, here we use denser medium. So rarer medium is air, very least value of refractive index, that is 1. Then this mu value should be more. Correct? This mu value should be more. For example, if I take this mu value as 2, then 1 by 2 will be 0.5. So I can say our mu1 by mu2 less than 1 in this condition. Okay, mu1 by mu2 less than 1. What is mu1? Refractive index of rarer medium 1. What is mu2? Refractive index of denser medium mu. So refractive index of denser medium definitely greater than the refractive index of rarer medium, correct? Because air have the least refractive index, that is 1. Then mu should be, or mu, it should be 1.1 or 1.2, 2, 2.3, whatever it is, but it should be greater than 1. So if mu is greater than 1, then we divided it with 1. 1 by 1.1, definitely less than 1. 1 by 2, 0.5. 1 by 3, 0.33. So our mu1 by mu2 ratio will definitely less than 1, correct? So from this we can say mu1 by mu2 ratio is nothing but sin c. So our sin c definitely less than 1. Okay, our sin c definitely less than 1, correct? Which means our sin c cannot be 90 degree. If we put 90 degree, then we have sin value 1. Our sin c cannot be 90 degree. It should be less than 90 degree from this diagram. If it is 90 degree, then no refraction takes place. We cannot say it as a critical angle. So critical angle should be less than 90 degree. That means here critical angle should be less than 1. So if we take C equal to sine inverse of 1. Okay, sine inverse of 1, which means 90 degree. So it should be less than or equal to 90 degree. Okay, so remember all this formula, we will solve some numericals. So before solving the numerical, we write all the formulas for our convenience. So in first condition, incident angle less than C, then the refraction takes place. Second condition, incident angle equal to C, we say it as grazing, emergence. Then incident angle greater than C, total internal reflection will happen. Then write the formula sin C equal to 1 by mu or mu of rarer divided by mu of denser, correct? Mu of rarer divided by mu of denser. Okay, note on the first problem, find critical angle of air glass interface. So refractive index of air is 1, for glass is 1.5. we have to find the critical angle. What is the formula? Sin C equal to refractive index of air, or we can say refractive index of rarer medium divided by refractive index of glass, denser medium. Okay, rarer medium is air, refractive index of air divided by denser medium is glass, refractive index of glass. So 1 divided by 1.5. We have sin C equal to 1 divided by 1.5. We can also write 2 by 3 ratio. So C equal to sine inverse of 2 by 3. So for which theta in sine, we have the result of 2 by 3. For sine 90 degree, we have 1. For sine 42 degree, so sine 42 degree, we have answer 2 by 3. So the critical angle will be approximately 42 degree. Okay, the next problem, complete the path of ray. We have the structure, so we incident the ray like this. So this is our incident ray. This medium is given glass and its critical angle also given 42 degree, which means if light ray pass on this glass at 45 degree, then it moves like this, correct? So if light rays pass on the glass 40 degree, it moves like this in this interface, air glass interface. But here light pass on certain angle which is greater than the 42 degree, okay, which is greater than 42 degree. Then what will happen? If it is greater than 42 degree, I is greater than C, it goes for total internal reflection. Okay, so it goes for total internal reflection. So whenever we study reflection, we have two value, angle of incidence, angle of reflection, correct? So how to find this angle? You see here, if it is 42 degree, then go straight when the angle is 42 degree. But here angle is not 42 degree, more than 42 degree. So we have to find that angle. If this total angle is 90, this total angle is 90, then 90 minus 42 will be 48. According to laws of reflection, angle of reflection should be equal to angle of incidence. So 48 degree, correct? Then light reflected and it gets total internal reflection. So after reflected, after reaching this interface, again here we have air. Now what will happen? Light is moving from denser medium to rarer medium. So how it will move? Here we have to find the incident angle. How to find the incident angle? Let's see, if we find the incident angle, then depend upon that we can draw the rest of the line. Okay, if the incident angle is less than critical angle, then it goes for refraction. Equal to critical angle, it goes for interface. Greater than critical angle, it goes on total internal reflection. For that we have to find the incident angle. Okay, so this is our incident ray. For this incident ray we have to find the incident angle. How to find incident angle? Draw a normal first. Okay, normal line. In this triangle, this angle is 42 degree, this angle is 90 degree, correct? Then the remaining angle, so total angle enclosed by the triangle 180 degree. So 90 plus 42, 132 degree. So 180 minus 132, the remaining angle will be 48 degree. Correct, remaining angle is 48 degree. But this 48 degree is not our incident angle. Incident angle is the one which is the angle between normal line and the incident ray. So we have to find this angle. Correct? How to find this angle? Simple. This total angle is 90 degree. Okay, this total angle 90 degree. And we know this angle 42 degree, 48 degree. So 90 minus 48, this remaining angle will be 42 degree. So now see, 42 degree is equal to incident angle or greater than incident angle or less than incident angle. What is our incident angle? Actually, incident angle is given for this problem, that is 42 degree, okay, which is already given. Okay, incident angle given. So here we found 42 degree, 42 is equal to 42 degree. So if I equal to C, then it moves on interface. So this light will move on this interface. Clear? So move to the next problem. We have a right angle triangle, this angle 90 degree, 45 degree, 45 degree. And this is our incident ray. So incident ray falls on the glass for 90 degree. So if it is falls on the glass in 90 degree, then it remains unaltered, it goes straight. Okay, no refraction takes place. Remember the condition for refraction, two conditions. In first condition, if it is move perpendicular, okay, it is move along the normal line, then it never bends, no refraction takes place. So it moves in a straight line, correct? So after moves in a straight line, it strikes on this glass. Now here we have interface, air and glass interface. Okay, so what will happen here? Here also C given 42 degree for the glass. Now what will happen? We have to find the angle. Okay, then we have to find the incident angle. Then we can able to decide whether it is move along the glass or it reflect or it refract. So how to find incident angle? This is our incident ray. Okay, so this angle will be 90 degree. So 90 plus 45, 135, remaining angle also 45 degree. Okay, you need not to go for this angle, horizontal line and inclined line. So in this inclined line, if this is inclined line, okay, if you draw any horizontal line, the angle will be equal. Any horizontal line, this angle will be equal. Theta 1 equal to theta 2 equal to theta 3 up to theta n. Okay, because we never change this, then we draw horizontal line, so the angle will be equal. So for this horizontal line, this angle is 45 degree. If you draw any horizontal line for inside this triangle, then all the angle will be 45 degree. Okay, now this 45 degree is not our incident angle. We have to find the incident angle. How? First we have to draw a normal line. Okay, now it will create a 90 degree for this normal line. Correct? In this 90 degree, this angle will be 45 degree and the remaining angle also 45 degree. So angle of incidence to the normal is 40 degree. This is our incident angle. 45 degree is our incident angle. So now check with the critical angle. Our incident angle greater than critical angle. Incident angle 45 degree, critical angle 42 degree. Now what will happen? Incident is greater than critical angle, then total internal reflection will take place. Correct? Total internal reflection will take place. So because of total internal reflection, it moves like this. Then after the total internal reflection, here we have glass air interface. What is the angle? Angle is 90 degree. So if it is 90 degree, then it moves in a straight line. Correct? It moves in a straight line. Clear? In this problem, we have to find the refractive angle. Okay, angle of refraction. So the material is glass and the refractive index of glass given 3/2. Critical angle also given 42 degree. And the outside medium is air. Okay, the air medium refractive index is 1. And angle is given 60 degree, 30 degree, 90 degree. Incident ray pass like this. What will happen now? We have to find the refraction angle. So this is our incident ray. Incident ray pass on 90 degree. It goes straight line. Okay, it goes straight line. Then find the angle. If this is 60 degree, then this also will be 60 degree. So now this is our incident ray. But we have to find the incident angle. Then only we can able to find the refracted angle. So how to find incident angle? Draw a normal line for this hypotenuse. Okay, this is our normal line. Then this angle will be 90 degree. Correct? Because we draw normal. So this angle should be 90 degree. Here 60, 90 minus 60, the remaining angle will be 30 degree. Correct? Remaining angle will be 30 degree. So now see, angle of incidence is 30 degree, which is less than the critical angle. So if angle of incidence less than the critical angle, then it goes for refraction. Okay, it goes for refraction. From denser medium to rarer medium, it moves away from the normal. Okay, denser medium to rarer medium, it moves away from the normal. This is normal, it moves away from the normal. Correct? So we have to find this refracted angle. We have to find this refracted angle. How to find? Use the formula. First medium, its refractive index. Second medium, its refractive index. So glass, I take glass, and its angle is sin I, its refractive index. Then for air, refraction takes place, so sin R. Okay, mu G given 3/2. Sin I just we found sin 30 degree. Mu A 1, sin R we have to find. Okay, sin 30 degree will be 1/2 equal to sin R. So sin r equal to 3 by 4, then r equal to sin inverse of 3 by 4 for 49 degree. We have 3 by 4 in sin theta. Okay, so refracted angle will be 49 degree. Note the next problem. This is for your homework, similar to this problem. In this fourth problem, incident ray falls on 90 degree. All the values are given, mu g, mu a, c. Okay, then it moves unaltered because it falls on 90 degree. It hit here. After that you will calculate. Okay, and then you have to find refraction angle of refraction. Here we have equilateral prism. All the sides have 60 degree. Okay, equilateral prism. For this prism, refractive index given √2, which is placed in a liquid. We have to find the refractive index of liquid. Okay, refractive index of liquid. Critical angle given 60 degree. And this is our incident ray. Okay, so solve these two problems. Very easy, very interesting, and then post in group. Next topic is circle of illumination. We have a source, a light source inside the water. Okay, which is placed inside the water. And we have an interface. Okay, water air interface. If light coming normal to the interface, then it never goes refraction, correct? If light comes normal, it never goes refraction, even though we have two medium. So it never goes refraction. But when light inclined at certain angle, so from denser medium to rarer medium, moves away from the normal. Okay, so it refracted away from the normal, correct? So after certain degree, after certain inclination, it moves along the along the interface. Okay, so what is this angle? We know this angle is critical angle. This angle is critical angle. Then again I incline the incident ray. What will happen now? Incident angle is greater than critical angle. What will happen? It goes for total internal reflection. So here I equal to R. It goes for total internal reflection. Correct? The same scenario happen in left side also. Consider this is a water, this is a well. Then we have a light source inside the well. If a person seeing in air, okay, if a person seeing outside the well, if he see the light source, light is coming from the source, he can able to see, okay, he can able to see up to this critical angle radius. Okay, he can able to see up to this critical angle radius. So if a person see the light, he can able to see up to this radius. Even though light is reflected, but this light is going internal reflection. Okay, it goes inside the well, inside the water. The person can able to see up to this radius. Okay, he can able to see up to this radius. Okay, so this circle known as circle of illumination. Okay, circle of illumination means like glittering. Okay, glittering, like diamonds glittering. It illuminate. So the light will be illuminate on the surface of the water. We have seen it many times, correct? But the person can able to see up to this radius only. He cannot able to see this light, because it is going inside the well. It is going inside the water. Okay. So I just take this cone only. It has radius r and it have height h. Okay, and what is this angle? This angle known as critical angle. Then what is this angle? This angle will be also critical angle in a Z. Okay, in a Z structure, this angle is C, this angle also C. Correct? So in this critical angle, light embrace the interface. Here also light embrace the interface. Okay, which is inside the water, which have some refractive index. Here we have outside the water refractive index 1. Correct? The total height is taken as h. We know the formula to find critical angle. Sin c equal to refractive index of rarer medium. Okay, refractive index of rarer medium divided by refractive index of denser medium. Correct? So sin c equal to refractive index of rarer medium is 1. Refractive index of denser medium taken as mu. So sin c equal to 1 by mu. Then use the trigonometry function for sine. We know sin theta is opposite by hypotenuse. Correct? So in a triangle, our sin C is opposite by hypotenuse. Opposite is 1, hypotenuse is mu. Correct? Then what is adjacent? Simple, use Pythagoras theorem. Mu square equal to 1 square plus adjacent square. Correct? So find adjacent value. Adjacent square equal to mu square minus 1 square. Then adjacent value equal to root of mu square minus 1 square. So this value will be root of mu square minus 1 square. Correct? For this triangle, apply tan trigonometric function. We know tan theta, or theta is c. So tan c is equal to opposite by adjacent. Correct? So tan c, opposite is radius, adjacent is height h. From this equation, take the value of r. Radius is h into tan c. What is the value of tan c? Simple, use this triangle. Tan c equal to opposite by adjacent. Okay, so opposite is 1 divided by adjacent is root of mu square minus 1 square. Correct? Simply substitute this formula. R equal to h into 1 by root of mu square minus 1 square. So this is the radius of illumination. Okay, so a person can be able to see about this much amount of radius when he is in the air, he is outside the well. Clear? Note on the problem point, source of light is kept 8 cm below of glass slab of refractive index 5 by 3. Find the area through which light emerges. So how much light can we able to see? We have to find that area. Okay, so let's say this is the light emerge from the water which have radius r, and point source is kept inside the glass. So point source is kept inside the glass. Okay, complete the cone. Here we have critical angle C. This also critical angle C. Height, radius. Height is given, I think, 8 cm. So height is 8 cm. And refractive index given 5 by 3. Of glass 5 by 3. So we have to find the area. Substitute tan theta for this. Tan theta equal to opposite by adjacent. So R adjacent is height 8 cm. Then R equal to tan C. Use critical angle formula. Sin C equal to refractive index of rarer medium divided by refractive index of denser medium. So what is refractive index of rarer medium? 1. Okay, rarer medium is air, so 1 divided by refractive index of denser medium 5 by 3. So sin C is 3 by 5. So sin theta equal to opposite by hypotenuse. Draw a triangle. Angle C. Sin C opposite by hypotenuse. Opposite 3, hypotenuse 5. Then what is the remaining angle? Famous triangle 3 by 4. So this angle, this remaining side is 4. Okay, use hypotenuse theorem. 5 square equal to 3 square plus adjacent square. Then if you solve, you will get 16. Then 16 root is 4. So this adjacent side is 4. Okay. So find tan C here. Tan C for this triangle, opposite by adjacent, 3 by 4. Okay. So substitute that tan C value in this equation. Tan C r equal to tan C into 8. Yeah, r equal to tan C into 8. Substitute tan C value. So r equal to tan C into 8. Tan C is 3 by 4. 3 by 4 into 8. Then we will get r equal to 6 centimeter. Okay. But the question is, we have to find the area, not radius. We have to find the total area of illumination. So for area of circle, pi r square, area pi r square. So we have 36 pi. Option C is correct answer. So next topic, mirage. Mirage means, we can say in Tamil, காணல் நீர். ஸோ காணல் நீர்னு சொல்லுவாங்க இல்லையா. ஸோ தூரத்தில் பார்த்தோன்னா வாட்டர் இருக்க மாதிரி இருக்கும் when summer time. When the temperatures increase, it seems like there is a presence of water. So that is known as mirage. அந்த காணல் நீர் என்ன சொல்லுவாங்க, மிராஜ்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. So if you look at that water, then the images will be reflected on that water. The images, the buildings, the trees which are near the mirage, it will be reflected on that water. That is what we are going to discuss here. Consider we have a various medium. If we take this is ground. So ground la irundhu mela poga poga enna agum in summer season. I am speaking about summer season. Ground la irundhu mela poga poga temperature enna agum decrease agum. For example, Ooty, Kodaikanal அதெல்லாம் எங்க இருக்கு, நார்மல் கிரவுண்ட்ல இருந்து ஹைட்ல இருக்கு. அங்க டெம்பரேச்சர் எப்படி இருக்கு, கம்மியா இருக்கு. ஓகேவா. So what is the relation between refractive index and temperature? Very much important. The relation between refractive index and temperature is inversely proportional. So temperature எங்க அதிகமா இருக்கோ அங்க refractive index கம்மியா இருக்கும். ஓகேவா. டெம்பரேச்சர் எங்கே கம்மியாக இருக்கும் அங்கே ரிஃப்ராக்டிவ் இண்டெக்ஸ் அதிகமாக இருக்கும். ஸோ இங்கே டெம்பரேச்சர் அதிகமாக இருக்கும், ரிஃப்ராக்டிவ் இண்டெக்ஸ் கம்மியாக இருக்கும். இங்கே டெம்பரேச்சர் கம்மியாக இருக்கும், ரிஃப்ராக்டிவ் இண்டெக்ஸ் அதிகமாக இருக்கும். ஓகேவா. ஸோ வி கேன் சே ரிஃப்ராக்டிவ் இண்டெக்ஸ் ஃப்ரம் ஹைட் டு பாட்டம், ஃப்ரம் டாப் டு பாட்டம் will decrease. Correct. Why? Because here we have less temperature, more refractive index. Then again less temperature, more refractive index, less temperature, more refractive index. Then temperature will increase, less refractive index. Temperature will increase, less refractive index. Okay. So refractive index will lesser from top to bottom. Correct. So ground la irundhu mela poga 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 enna agum, temperature கம்மியாயிட்டே போகும். Temperature கம்மியாக கம்மியாக refractive index அதிகமாயிட்டே போகும். ஓகேவா. Just remember that concept. So our ground will be our hard surface. ஓகே. ஸோ இங்கே 90 டிகிரி இருந்தால் இங்கே 75, இங்கே 60, 45 டிகிரி அப்படி என்ன ஆகும், டெம்பரேச்சர் டிக்ரீஸ் ஆகிட்டு போகும். ஓகேவா. கன்சிடர் வி ஹாவ் அ ட்ரீ ஹியர். Okay, we have a tree. The light emerge from the tree will falls on the first surface. Okay, will falls on the first surface. So என்ன surface இது? Not simply air. but the surface is denser medium. Okay, it is denser medium. Why? Because the temperature of the air is very much less, which is considered as water. ஸோ கூலிங்காக இருக்கிற ஏர் என்ன இருக்கும், அதில் நிறைய வாட்டர் டாப்லெட்ஸ் இருக்கும். கரெக்டாக? அப்போ கூலிங்காக இருக்கிற ஏரை நம்ம என்னன்னு சொல்லலாம், வாட்டர்னு சொல்லலாம். ஓகே, இல்லை ஸ்னோ சொல்லலாம், பனி. ஓகேவா? ஸோ இப்போ ஒரு மரம் இருக்குது, சைடில் ஒரு ஹைட்டில் ஒரு மரம் இருக்குது. அந்த மரம் எங்கே இருக்குது, ஏரில் இருக்குது. அதோட ரிஃப்ராக்டிவ் இண்டெக்ஸ் 1. ஓகே, அதோட ரிஃப்ராக்டிவ் இண்டெக்ஸ் 1. பட் அதோட லைட் என்ன ஆகுது, ஹைட்டில் இருக்கிறதால which falls on denser medium. Denser medium means air which have more refractive index, which have more than 1. It may be 1.1, 1.2, something like that. Okay, here 1.4 இருக்கும், 1.3, 1.2, then 1.1, here 1. Okay, refractive index decrease from top to bottom. So here refractive index more for this first layer. So light falls from rarer medium to denser medium. Sorry, from denser medium to rarer medium. Actually it have more refractive index. Here the refractive index is more. Okay, here it is denser medium, and here it is rarer medium. So from denser to rarer, it moves away from the normal. Okay, for example, I take this is 1.4, it is 1.3, 1.2, 1.1, 1. Okay, then after reaching this interface, again it moves from denser to rarer, higher density. Okay, higher refractive index to lower refractive index, denser medium to rarer medium. If it is move from denser medium to rarer medium, then what will happen? Again it is refracted, move away from the normal. Okay, again it is move away from the normal. Okay, at certain period our I is greater than C, incident angle greater than the critical angle. Now what will happen? Total internal reflection will take place. Okay, total internal reflection will take place. So if a person see from here, he can able to see the tree exactly here in inverter. Okay, so a person see the tree, if he sees straight line, then it will looks here. If he see the road, then it will reflected, it will inverted. Okay, so it appears inverted for him. At this place, angle of incidence equal to angle of reflection. Okay, angle of incidence equal to angle of reflection. So this process happening in mirage, that's why we see the reflection of building, trees in road. Okay, not only water, we can also able to see the images, we can also able to see the things which are around the mirage. Okay, so what's the application of this total internal reflection? The main application is optical fiber. Okay, type of wire. Information travels faster using this technology by using optical fiber. In optical fiber, total internal reflection process takes place. Okay, so we can send the information, it may be video, audio, or electrical signal. So we can send these signals in the speed of light, very faster. Okay, so optical fiber have a type of structure, a type of wire. It has two layers. Inner layer known as cladding. Okay, sorry, outer layer is known as cladding, and inner place known as core. When light falls on this optical fiber, what will happen? It always incidents in such a way the angle of incidence is greater than the critical angle. So if it is greater than the critical angle, then what will happen? Total internal reflection takes place. Again it falls in such a way, angle of incidence greater than the critical angle. Again it goes for total internal reflection. Again it goes for total reflection. So the optical fiber is designed in such a way that in any angle light falls on the wire, it must be, or it always greater than the critical angle. So I is always greater than the critical angle, it goes for total internal reflection. Okay, it is designed in such way. Okay, so this is happening in optical fiber. So total internal reflection takes place, then the signal can be carried in the speed of light. Thank you.